Now sometimes you just find a model that you gotta paint. Now one such model for me is the Killaboss on the Great Gnashtoof. This is a beautiful model, so much detail with so much potential. But first of all, let's get cracking. Now to hopefully make life a little bit easier later on, I'm going to take out the reeds and also take off his shield. The rest of it I think I can do in one piece. So I'll prime this with a black mecha primer from Vallejo and gone over that with a white ink from Magic Colour. So for the base of the skin I'm going to use the light rust from the Vallejo Panzer Aces range. I'm going to mix that on the wet palette in with some fire red and also add in for some of the darker parts that whole red from Vallejo as well. So that light rust I want to keep quite dilute, not enough for a wash, but dilute enough so you can see those priming colours still coming through the paint. And once I've gone over the whole thing with that, then going back in with a whole red, especially into the folds of the skin and into any particular shadowy areas. That's looking alright at the moment, but I want to add in those lighter zombie undead kind of tones. So I'm going to use that zombie skin grey beige colour from Eye Painter. So I'm trying to make the lighter colour transitions of the skin quite subtle. So I'm going to gradually build it up by using that beige as a glaze consistency and really working it on the ridges of the skin and then making it even brighter for the natural highlight areas. Now for the armour, I don't want to go with a rusty kind of theme for this. A, because there's a lot of red and orange on this already, but also because he's the boss and he's not going to have knackered kit, is he? So I want to go more for a kind of Dark Knight type thing. So I want to base coat this armour in a metallic black. I'll come back to the armour to finish that off in a bit. Whilst I'm fairly happy with the skin of the Gnashtoof, it looks very painty. It doesn't look alive. And a really easy way to add that kind of skin-like glow to it, add a little bit more depth, realism to it, is to add a satin varnish. So I'm going to paint over a satin varnish over all the skin areas. Thought long and hard about how to do the hide on the Gnashtoof back. So what I decided to do, I'm going to do it in like a beigey kind of colour and then really weather that down to make it look a lot more grimy and grungy. Now, we have loads more to do on this project, so if you don't want to miss out and you haven't done so already, please bash that like button. Now, the next phase of this project is really cool. Please also hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out, and the link for that is right there.